All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is December 13th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Hey, let's take a look at some charts today. All right, let's take a look at SPY. SPY closed. SPY still in an uptrend. We haven't made a lower low. All right, so SPY still in an uptrend on the daily chart. On the 10-minute chart, we close with a 10-minute looks like we got a 10-minute downtrend coming into the close here. And on the 2-hour chart, 2-hour downtrend coming into the close. So there's SPY, 10-minute downtrend, 2-hour downtrend, daily uptrend, weekly uptrend, monthly uptrend. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ on the daily chart puts in a new all-time high today. Okay, so doesn't get any better than that. FNGU, new all-time high as well. Doesn't get any better than that. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow got a lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17. Still in quadrant 4, so moving up, giving it up, still kind of neutral bullish right there, up in the upper quadrant 4. All right, so there's Diamond Dow still in an uptrend, hasn't made a lower low. IWM. IWM closing underneath lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Also closing underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Closing in the upper third, moving up, giving it up. Still neutral bullish because we're up in the upper third. All right, so there's IWM. Let's take a look at the technicals. T2122 put us in the oversold zone all day today. Let's see what we got. Yeah, in the oversold zone all day today. All right, that's on the 15-minute chart. Hopefully that puts an end to this, and now we can start moving up. We'll see what happens. So they rode it all the way from the bulls overbought zone all the way down to the bears oversold zone. So we'll see if we can break this downtrend line or how much longer we're going to stay in the sell zone and the oversold zone. T2123, another bearish gap that wasn't filled. Still in the upper third, just barely. All right, underneath the 200 SMA right there. Price action red from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Let's take a look at 3-bar chart. 3 more red candle bars located. Looking like they did the bullish gap fill right here. Right on minor support. So could get a bounce come Monday. We'll see what happens. Still up over the 200 SMA. So looking right there, right on support. T2123. Give me just a second. I'm going to pause it. Back. All right, T2123, 3-bar chart. 3 more red candle bars right there doing gap fill and winding up right here on minor support. So we'll see if they can get a bounce on Monday. Still up over the rising 200 SMA there. So there's T2123. FNGU, green, red, and then green, finishing strong. Nice breakout there for FNGU. Price action up over the rising 200 SMA. Looking good there on FNGU. Let's take a look at a few sectors. Start off with silver and gold. All right, so silver right here, still in a downtrend. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, underneath the 212-year high anchored VWAPs. So silver is selling off today and kind of losing the mojo there. Went up, then kind of just gave it up. Got a head and shoulders showing. Breaking this neckline, we could see silver come down, right back down to the lows down here. So we'll see what happens with silver. With silver not looking good, still in a downtrend. Gold. Gold's in an uptrend, but not moving up. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bullish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, but closing in the upper third. So that's kind of bullish right there, kind of neutral bullish. Is still in an uptrend right there on gold. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG almost converting the downtrend to an uptrend, but failed right there. Price action, lower high, lower low, bearish engulfing. Closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Price action for UNG puts it down in quadrant 2 again. All right, so still in a downtrend for UNG. Let's take a look at USO. USO is in that consolidation wedge. Trying to break out. Consolidation wedge goes from here down to there. Trying to break out. Possible breakout right there. We'll see what they want to do. USO still in an uptrend right there, but not moving up. Moved up a little bit today. Let's take a look at a few sectors. SMH. All right, here's SMH putting in a higher low, higher high. Wow, that's good news right there for SMH. I was wondering when they were going to kick it in gear. All right, so here's the all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. Making a higher low, still no higher high yet. But if they take out that high, they'll be in an uptrend. That could happen on Monday. We'll see what happens with that. That's SMH. Take a look at XLK, Technology. Technology still bullish, closing in the upper quadrant 4, up over the all-time high, prior all-time high anchored VWAP, over the 17, over the bullish trap. Everything looking good about XLK. XLF. All right, XLF went up, gave it up. Okay, so kind of neutral bullish up here, up in quadrant, up in the upper third. Price action still underneath these two prior all-time high anchored VWAPs. So neutral bullish hanging out in the upper third up there for XLF. Still in an uptrend. All right, if they break this low down here, they'll be in a downtrend, but or break this low right here, they could find themselves into a downtrend. It's not really a low. It's kind of more of a consolidation low. So that would be a break of that consolidation would not be good. So there's XLF. Take a look at XLE. XLE, more selling, moving up, giving it up. Price action underneath an all-time high anchored VWAP here. Price action is lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish trap, underneath the 17, underneath the midpoint.